you're short on time, you want to get some upper body in, we've got a great flex workout for you today. It's going to be about 14 minutes. We're going to work shoulders, tris, and chest. All right, so we're going to go through the movements real quick. Let me demonstrate. The goal here for you, though, is to keep moving. So if you find yourself slowing down or taking excessive breaks, remember you probably have to drop the weight and, of course, make sure the form is intact. All right, I'm going to demo each of these exercises, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 5 rounds to help you guys kind of set a pace. I have no idea how long this is going to take. My weights are probably moderate. All right, so so let's go ahead and get started. It's going to start with a chest press. So I'm going to use a bench, and I do have my dumbbells ready. So from the starting position, make sure you've got something that you can actually finish all the weight well. You don't want to have to take breaks right out of the gate. So the rep count is going to be 10 bench. From the starting position, the hands are right over my shoulders. I always keep a slight turn at the top. This is just what's comfortable for my shoulders. Now, as I bring the dumbbells down towards my chest, I do want to make sure that the heads of the dumbbells are just on the outside of my pecs. So I know that the depth is intact. If you've got any shoulder issues, you'll get lit up right here. When I drive up, I do a slight turn at the top just to get that extra emphasis in the center of the chest. So wide here, the dumbbell heads touch the outsides of the chest, come up, squeeze, peak, raise the chest up as high as you can. Once you finish your 10 reps, you're going to go ahead and put the dumbbells down. Transition over into dips. Now, since we are doing body weight, we're going to increase the rep count. So it was 10 bench press. We're going to go to 15 dips. Get set up on your bench or your chair. Hands are close to your butt. As I go down, I'm going to try to keep my shirt just brushing up against that object. Lock out at the top. Get as low as my shoulder will allow. And then jam. Once you find that spot, you're going to go ahead and keep pushing. 10 dumbbell bench press, 15 of the tricep dips, and then we're going to go into 20 total of the alternating shoulders. We are going to hold these in neutral grip, so I'm seated, which means I'm not going to be able to cheat a whole lot. Once I get started, press up and overhead. As soon as that dumbbell comes back down to the shoulder, I go up and I'm going to rock the other side. Make sure you extend. The bicep is somewhat close to the head. It's not all the way out here. Make sure you're paying attention that the form feels good when you press, especially these first couple of rounds. You should have a ton of juice. So like I said, I'm going to do the first 5 with you. We'll establish a pace, and then we'll go ahead and we'll just see how you're doing at the end, and I'll give you some tips at the backside. All right, so wow, I only did 5 rounds. It took me just under 8 minutes. My weights were pretty light, so I was only doing 22 pounds on the bench, which wasn't a challenge, and the shoulders at 17 pounds. That wasn't a whole lot of weight, but once I started getting feathering all those dips in there, I started feeling more fatigue in my chest and obviously in my shoulders. So 5 rounds at about the halfway mark. For me, I would have liked to have hit 10 rounds. As you saw in those last couple of rounds, I started struggling, especially on the shoulders. By the time you got done with that set, shoulders just peaked, all right? So pay attention that when you're doing your shoulder presses, if you find yourself leaning a little bit, that was kind of the benchmark for me when I decided I need to pull the dumbbells down and let myself reset. If you catch yourself leaning back to try to finish those reps, that's where you can get yourself in trouble, okay? You saw the tempo, 10 bench press, 15 dips, right into 20 of the alternating shoulder press. Shoot for 10 rounds, okay? So that's the challenge to you. Find a weight that lets you finish the 10. If you finish 10 within 6-7 minutes, you went too light, right? But go ahead and tax yourself. This one's a good one. 14 minutes, there's not a whole lot of juice left in the upper body, so enjoy this one, guys.